Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Lord, this on the Views. And I watched X-Men First Class, not for the first time. This is I think the fourth time maybe. I've seen this one when it came out in the theaters in 2011. Um, Back then it was definitely a 5 out of 5. Yeah, it was definitely, I loved it. Because yeah, it was a new X-Men. But before we start with the movie, first a shout out to subscriber 38, Pets Magu. I don't know how to pronounce that your last name, your last username. So, um, Mago, 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 Mago. I have no clue. Um, and to subscriber 39. Yes, two in one day. Holy fucking shit, dude. Um, I was refreshing and I saw page Pet Magoyo from 38 from oh, and later that day it's only from 39 from oh. So thank you very much for subscribing. It really means a lot. And then 39, if you want to get a shout out, put your name down below in the comment section because I didn't get a notification from you subscribing. You know, I only from yeah here. This is the notifications that I get. You know. And as you can see, this is pets. So I couldn't see your name. So I can't give you a proper shout out with your name if I can't see your name. So if you want to get the shout out, put your name down below in the comment section. If you don't want to get the shout out, then don't put your name down below in the comment section. But let's start. Jesus, I really have to clean here. But let's start with X-Men First Class, maybe fourth time watch. We get the same intro bit of the first X-Men that we watched, you know. Poland, 1944, and we see, we see Eric walking in a row. He looks to the side, he sees somebody digging. It's a Jewish person. You can really see that face is sunk in of that person. It's raining pretty hard, and he gets separated from his parents. Then he screams, and the whole metal bending thing. Then we go to Westchester, New York, also in 1944. We see a castle mansion, and that will later be, the X-Men hideout. Charles wakes up in the middle of the night and he walks through the hallway with a bat. Not a flying bat, but a bat where you can hit with. He's going downstairs and he's walking towards the kitchen. He hears a sound inside the kitchen and and goes inside. And that's where he sees his mother. His mother says, "Go there, go back to bed. I'm just getting a snack." But Charles doesn't believe it, especially when she says, Let me give you a hot chocolate." Because his mother never set foot in the kitchen, and especially not to give him a hot chocolate. And then we see that it's Mystique. Well, young Mystique, obviously. And we're going to leave it at that. If you want to know what's going to happen next, you have to watch the movie yourself. It was definitely still a very good movie, but it was not as excited as it was for the first time. That said, it still gets a high 4, low 5. Oh yeah, what maybe would be fun, what I found maybe fun, is we don't have really an in-betweener, do we? Or, well, maybe we do, but I haven't seen it yet. From, in between, what happened to Banshee, what happened to Havoc, what happened to Azazel, what happened to Angel, what happened to Emma Frost. We don't have really sorry guys, we don't have really information about that in, obviously we don't get that information in X-Men, because this movie is, what is it, 10 years later, 9 years, 8, 10 years later is this made, so it's obviously that they can't give us information in that movie if they thought of the characters in this movie. But it would be fun if we get a bit of from what's happened to them, did they retire, did they die, what happened, because clearly we didn't see them then, and I'm kind of curious, so it would maybe be nice to have a kind of an in-betweener. Maybe it will be fucking boring, that's also a possibility, but I don't know unless I see it. And if you have more information about them, from what happened to them, maybe because you're a comic book reader, put down below in the comment section, because I would love to get that information. I would love to read that. And why I don't read comic book myself is because you have one character, you have 10 versions, and I don't mind that, because I would love that. Actually, it's the total opposite. I would love that, and I would love to read every comic book for every character. I would love to read every Wolverine comic book. From the zombie fight version to the feminine version. Not feminine, but feminized. Venomized. I would love to read every Venomized comic. The feminized Hulk, the feminized Iron Man, the feminized Spider-Man. Well, we know that one, but Captain America, Magneto. I would love to read those comics, but there are so many comic books of that same character, or that same not outcome, but that same what I just said from Venom, that same thing, but with multiple characters. But I would love to read from all the characters. I would love to read the comics, but that's why I don't read the comics, because there are so many versions and I want to read them all. And then I can't, we come at the time that I don't even come at the point from that character. I haven't read one comic book about him, because I'm still stuck with that character, which I still love to read, And with mangas, it's more easy, you don't have, maybe you have a spin-off of it, but you don't have from that certain character so many versions. That's why and I can just read further from where maybe a manga stopped, from where an anime stopped. That said, I still would love to read comic books, but there are just too many. That's the whole issue. There are too many. Maybe in the future I will start reading comic books, but I think it's highly likely that it will not be that. That said, don't forget to leave a like, recommend, what happened to those characters. Put it down below in the comment section if you know about it. And subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to join the Discord. Come on, let's watch movies together. You can watch tomorrow. We're gonna watch, I think tomorrow is Captain America. I don't know for sure. Maybe. We don't know until it's tomorrow. So if you want to know which movie we're gonna watch tomorrow from Marvel, join the Discord and recommend some horror movies that we can watch next month, because next month it's horror month. It's spooky month. Yes, I'm gonna bring spooky month back for this year. It's spooky month, so we're gonna watch horror movies through the whole month. Now that I watch 4 movies a week, we're gonna watch 4 movies then. I think we're gonna watch 19 horror movies in total. Yes, also, the last week of October is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the movie days then, because on Thursday it's the 31st, and obviously, come on, it's the 31st, it's Halloween, so we have to watch a movie. So join the Discord, because we're gonna watch 19 horror movies. I've already written down some that we can watch, but if you recommend some horror movies, they will get priority. Yeah? If you recommend 19 horror movies, those will be watched during October. If you recommend 6, those I will add them to the list, and those will be we'll watch those 6. If multiple people put 6 down, 6 movies, and we have 4 people that write 6 movies down, I will choose from everyone. I will pick some movies. If movies overlap, from you recommend the same movie, that movie is then definitely coming. But if you have, let's say, 24 different movies, I will pick 19 out of those 24, and I pick from every 4 of you. I will choose movies from you, and you. And maybe you watch, if you want to have if that make even then a top 6, from that from, okay, if you're gonna pick 19 out of these 24, then this is my top 6 from number 1, this one. If you're gonna pick one, pick this one. Then if you're gonna pick one, pick this one. I don't mind number 6 then being left out, but definitely pick number 1. Stuff like that. Because recommend just some horror movies that I can add to the list. I have 11 written down already, so there's definitely 8 spots left. But if you recommend 9, then I'm gonna. Well, this one can also be. This one is 3 movies and this one is 2 movies. So I can put those away and then put your movies in there. But that's up to you if you want to recommend some horror movies for next month that you want to see me react to. Yes, it can be any kind of horror. I will even do paranormal movies. Because there's one movie from last year that with Russell Crowe, I think, that I really want to watch. And spoiler, that's The Pope's Exorcist. That one really caught my eye, and I really want to see that one. So that one is definitely being watched next month. But if you don't recommend movies, they will not be added to the list, and I will pick my own 19 movies. So that means that Marvel will be put on hold for October. We're gonna watch Marvel until the end of September. In October, we're gonna only watch horror movies. And maybe horror comedy, horror action, but as long as it's horror. In November, we're gonna restart Marvel. We're gonna resume Marvel. We're gonna pick it back up. We're gonna finish Marvel. If we haven't finished it yet in December, when November ends, we're gonna watch Christmas movies in December, because come on, it's December. And then in January, we're gonna pick it back up and hopefully finish Marvel off. Not kill it, but we're gonna finish it on the channel, and Then we're going back to my random list. After the random list, we're gonna pull a letter out of a hat, and I will pick one out of that category. There will be 26, 26 of there, and maybe I will. If I pick a franchise, with one of multiple movies, we're gonna watch that one, because I just want to watch that one. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that at because I make it too long already. Recommend horror movies. Marvel will be on hold in October and December, but in November and January we're gonna pick it back up if it's not finished. Yeah, it's probably not finished. It's definitely not finished this month. So if it's not finished in November, we'll probably finish it in January, and otherwise we'll finish it in February. I'm not gonna think I'm done. I don't think I'm gonna do a romantic month, for November. For February. Jesus, I'm gonna lift it up. Bye.